in the raw. RK's Guyana Free Media, and I'm your friend, your brother, HAJI, Dr. ROSHAN, in the raw. Many things to talk about, and one that I'm very concerned, like we were in a hurry to pollute our country, in many ways destroy our environment, and to make foreign companies wealthy. And these foreign companies, they have no care, they have no respect for us, they look down upon us, they will use us almost like slave labor, they will abuse our peoples, they will pay them a pittance, they will give themselves better food, and our people get a lower quality, lesser quality food. What am I talking about? Monday, April 22nd, 2024, newspapers. That's yesterday. Today is Tuesday, the 23rd. Government signs 1 million mining contract with Canadian Gold Company. Now we know we have had very bad experiences with these gold companies. We remember Omai. And Omai is back. When I challenged my friend and brother, Masood Norman McLean, who was the PR officer and administrator of Omai, and the then head of Omai, Guyana, to go swim in the waters that they have poisoned in Regenate, that ancient river that fed and cared for the people for millennia, maybe billions of years, because of cyanide that Omai, that same company called Omai, that Omai polluted that waterway. Do we need these kinds of pollution and destruction of our environment and our peoples and our nation to enrich these countries with these companies and the lands that they came from, where they will have in our country maybe no taxes or little, if any, 2%, where they will have duty-free concessions, and where, like Omai, yes, that same Omai, have constructed a special quarters for the expatriate staff, managed by the Marriott, giving them the best of food and service they could ever think and dream of, and our people less. But then more so, the destruction of the finishing industry, the agriculture industry, the people's livelihood, which was dependent upon that river, whose name I cannot recall at the moment. What have they done to compensate the peoples? It is reported that they had a private landing strip, and most, if not much of the gold, it is alleged, were exported illegally from that airstrip out of the country. Beloved divine friends, family, brothers and sisters, are they going to accept this? Oh no. Will they compensate our countries and our peoples? Oh no. Do they care for us and our nation? Oh no. And when they said, and they were defending, and my friend, Brother Masood, being a PR specialist, I challenged him and his boss to go and swim and drink the water. I saw the clipping of that newspaper article some time ago, still in my archives. They did not respond. They did not take the challenge. Now, next, before I go to this article on this Canadian gold company, because I am very suspicious of Canadian companies and gold companies. Another one, was it Canadian Goldfields? Came out with a lot of brouhaha tricks and frauds and showing how they will teach young Amerindian indigenous women it's a customer's mission to drive, and made a lot of nice things, whereby also many of them befriended these girls, it is alleged, and messed and destroyed their lives while they were having a frolicking time. Now, that company, I think it's Canadian Goldfields. After that, they brought in a little bit of equipment, and this is where I blame our country. I blame our government. The past, that's pre-APNU, the APNU, and even the current. I blame the government of Guyana, you, my respected brother, VP Jagdeo, who manages the resource matters and industries of the country. I blame you all. That company now start to murmur that they are not making profits. Start to murmur. Our people were not sharp enough. I got to talk to you about the Australian company yet. Let me make a note here. So, they started to murmur, and our company, our country, quiet and feeling sorry for the poor Canadian Goldfield, if that is the right name. Excuse me if it is not. And so what happened? They sold. Did they need approval from the government of Guyana? It doesn't seem so. They sold for 200 plus maybe 250 million US dollars. They had very little equipment there. They know what they were doing. I don't trust this company. This company is not in Guyana because they love us. This company is in Guyana because they want to bleed us. And they will use our country and our government, and many of their big boys come in, will befriend our pretty girls and leave them damaged as they go their merry ways later on. They might also sell out. After the Guyana Goldfields scenario, and they sold, I exposed to the government that they paid taxes to the Canadian government on that sale. What sale taxes did we get? And I suggested to the government what to do. I suggested to the government to make sure in the future all documents are set in such a way that they cannot sell the companies out without permission of the government of Guyana, and to tweak the laws. To tweak the laws so that we will get 50% of the sale price. Our country, our Guyana, the resources that belongs to us, the people of this country. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So we got nothing from that sale. But the company boasts of its sale and went to its merry way, and Canada got some of the taxes. Guyana got Now, Australian gold company, I don't know, AURORA? I can't remember the name. The Australian gold mine came in here. They made their gold. They exported much of it illegally, it is alleged. Then they were trying to sneak themselves out of the country, and they were stopped by the government. And the equipment were stopped from being sold. They were trying to sell the equipment. But we were not good enough. We did not go to court to prevent those expatriates, those bloodsuckers from Australia, from escaping the jurisdiction of Guyana. We should have had a court order, and they could not have left any part of, or any port in any part of Guyana. Fault. You, government of Guyana, your fault. You're my friends. You're my friends. I don't get invitations from you guys and so on. I used to get before from other people, and before 2015. I'm not asking for anything, please, y'all keep it. But I still consider you guys as my friend, and I try to support and help you all. But I will tell you when you have that prick in your eyes. I will tell you when you have a bad breath. I will tell you when you're doing wrong. Because this means good. I'm not vulgar like certain people who will go and call out the VP name and use nasty, dirty words, call the former president of Guyana and screaming out his name. And I'm not like that. And I'm not like the kind who will go and be around people and hang around and so on. I only go if I'm invited. So the Australian gold mines, they escaped. And they had already smuggled out whatever gold they wanted out of the country. Next, our government, our laws, the administration of the laws, and the administrator of the laws of Guyana, the Attorney General, the Minister of Legal Affairs, the government of Guyana, looking very, very weak. And for me to tell you this is because I consider you all my brothers, and I feel I should tell you and can tell you because I'm no opportunist. I'm no opportunist. I'm not the kind of person also with the luck and the fortune where vulgar people can be called and given opportunities. I am not in that category. To be called as a man of principle, a man who could hold information intact and so on, and do everything for our country. Some of we kind of people can't get any opportunities. So, the article now. That was my take. It was a long take. It was emotional. So, Omai gold mine is back. Oh my, oh my, oh my. What the hell are they going to do to Guyana? They did all their research. They did all their satellite tracking. And they're going to get all duty free, and they're going to bring in Marriott people to cook their foods and to fatten them. But you and I, the people, will be taken for a not even a joyride. And they will most likely destroy our environment again. Government signs US $1 million mining contract with Canadian gold company. The government of Guyana has signed a US $1 million mining contract with the Canadian-based Reunion gold contract. $1 million US? That's any kind of money. Something wrong. They're going to make 10 million. I heard also Chinese company will sign or will be signed, in which while they're going for the quarry rocks, they will be getting gold as well. And they promise they will give the gold to our government. They promise, and I'm not blaming them, I'm blaming our government. Find another place. Give that to Guyanese, where we can get some gold. And we have Guyanese who inquiry and who knows about gold, instead of these people bleeding the gold out, with a promise they will give it to the government of Guyana. Oh, government of Guyana. Oh, my dear government of Guyana. Wake up, please. 1 million? What is a 1 million contract? That sounds like a lot of joke. Does not sound right to me. The agreement signed in collaboration with the government, the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission, GGMC, paves the way for the exploration and development of the Oko West Gold Project, located in Guyana's Region 7, Cayuni, Mazaruni. So, plenty rivers, plenty waterfalls there. I wonder what destruction they will do there. What monies did they put, or insurances do these companies have for our environment and for our peoples? Under the terms of the mineral agreement, Reunion Gold Corporation, wholly owned Guyanese subsidiary, are granted stable fiscal and operational conditions throughout the project's lifespan. So it's a Guyanese company. It doesn't mean we own it, ladies and gentlemen. It is registered in Guyana. All the companies are registered in Guyana. That doesn't make it our company. This is a Canadian gold company. Yet still they're saying Guyanese subsidiary and granted stable fiscal and operational conditions throughout the project's lifespan. Fiscal, money again, which means maybe tax-free, duty-free, and everything else. These conditions align with the prevailing standard terms established by the country, ensuring a mutually beneficial arrangement for all parties involved. Rick House, President and Chief Executive Officer of Reunion Gold, expresses satisfaction with the milestone, stating, "I am pleased to have executed our mineral agreement with the government of Guyana." So what happens? Their shares in the trades and Wall Street and so on gone sky high. Do we benefit from that? This significant milestone marks an important de-risking step towards the development of the Oko West project and underscores the robust support extended by the government of Guyana towards the project's development. Are we in a hurry? VP Jagdeo, President Excellency Irfan Ali, government of Guyana, are we in a hurry to suck everything out of the earth? Every resource is out? Are we in such a hurry? Can't we be satisfied with our oil and gas for now? And our bauxite? And leave some gold and some wealth for future generations? As part of the agreement, the company is committed to prioritizing the employment of qualified, suitable Guyanese individuals and to supplement this by implementing a comprehensive training program to develop the additional skills required to facilitate the employment of Guyanese personnel at all levels of operations. This initiative is expected to contribute to the long-term growth and prosperity of the nation. This is how they pull the wool over governmental people eyes. They care about our country and about our people. I say nay. Moreover, as part of the corporate social responsibility efforts, Reunion will establish a financial support program dedicated to environmental and social services with an annual funding of US $1 million. So if it's a $1 million contract, How come they will have a funding of US 1 million? I mean, something are ludicrously, ridiculously mind-boggling. The program will focus on initiatives promoting environmental sustainability and addressing social needs within the surrounding community. So, these people will not spend no money on your communities. Maybe very little, give them some jobs, and they're just trying to sound nice. The commitment will start up commencement of a commercial production or within 24 months from the issuance of a mining license. Whichever will come first. Your reunion stated that all of these initiatives highlight its dedication to sustainable mining development. Well, Omai, that thing called Omai, said the same thing. And they got a bigger one now. They're going to drain our gold out of the earth. And I tell you, government of Guyana, these resources have a purpose in balancing the earth's crust and the earth's revolution around the sun. Everything has a purpose, just like in a radio or a walkie-talkie. You have certain instruments in the television as well, made of gold, made of uranium, our cell phones. They help to create a balance. So there's a reason why God put it there. And if we want to use some, we must not suck it all out and dry it up, as the Spanish did in Aruba. When they left Aruba, Aruba was a drained country. That is how these people are. These expatriates. They care nothing about us, about our way of life, about our development, and they're going to find ways to smuggle the gold out and deny us our rights. The commitment, okay, I've done to that already, to sustainable mining development, environmental impacts, positive impacts, the communities will work and create lasting benefits for Guyana. I don't trust you, Mr. Rick House, President and Chief Executive Officer of Union Gold. I don't trust you. I don't trust you guys. Just like Guyana Goldfields. Just like the Australian Goldfield, if it was Aurora or whatever. I don't trust you guys. The company said it is moving forward with developmental studies to advance Oko West towards a construction decision. As part of this work, it expects to complete a preliminary economic assessment, PEA, by mid-2024, which will provide an estimate of the key economic parameters of the project. Key parameters, how much gold they'll be able to drain from our lands. When they're doing that, they're already searching other areas where they could drain more. Moreover, Reunion Gold is actively considering both open pit and underground mining. The company aims to reach a construction decision by 2025, marking another crucial milestone in its journey towards operational readiness in Guyana's gold industry. The Canadian mining company has firmly set its eyes on reaching gold production at Oko West Gold Project by 2027. The company has an estimated 4.2 million ounces of gold. In February 2024, they know these things, they use their satellites. We poor, we don't know nothing. Reunion announced an updated mineral resource estimate containing a total of 4.3 million ounces of gold in indicated resources grading 2.05 GT and 1.6 M ounce of gold in infrared resources grading, etc. Don't let me go on with that. The publication had reported, this publication, that's the Kaito News, had reported that the company CEO, during an interview, disclosed that they are on a fast-track timeline with this Oko West project. Well, this is how they are. They're always in a hurry to drain us and maybe also to damage our people, and particularly our young ladies of indigenous they sent mostly in those areas and corrupt them. The company announced a new greenfield gold discovery in its Oko West project, announced its maiden mineral resource in June 2023 after just 22 months of resource definition. So they got another one, the greenfield gold discovery. So they will never stop, ladies and gentlemen, and our government will give them all that they need. Why do we need more money? We have enough. Since discovery, House noted that the resource estimates continue to grow. There you go. It's continuing to grow, and that the deposit offers ample scale to underpin a meaningful mining operation. Last June, the company announced its maiden resource estimate of 2.5 million ounces of gold. That was the maiden. But now it's no longer maiden. The maiden is busted. And so now all the joy is coming for free. No pressure anymore to break the maiden. So I am for Guyana, and I am for the government of Guyana. And I believe this government is best and better than any other government, the government of Excellency Dr. Irfan Ali. We have seen what happened in the APNU and previous regimes before the PPPC took power. So I am, at this juncture, applauding the government for many things, but I need to say we need to be more careful with this. You might be seeing the gold and the glitter, but not everything that glitters is gold. Government of Guyana, Excellency President Irfan Ali, VP Bar Jagdeo, Guyana citizens need to have a better quality of life. And these people are going to bring, most likely, like Omai does, Marriott to cook and feed them in their luxury, using our gold and our resources with all our duty-free concessions. Your friend, your brother, me, HAJI, Dr. ROSHAN in the raw.